Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel and checking out the video today. We're going to be talking about probably the most impressive new YouTube channel that I have ever seen over the past year. I'm going to link it in the description here, talk a little bit about it. It's definitely one you guys are going to want to subscribe to and check out, because to tell you the truth, guys, there are very few YouTube channels that I watch. None of them hold my attention. None of them perk my interest. There's a few out there that do, and this is the one. I found one that you guys are going to want to check out, because it's definitely becoming one of my favorites on there. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. Also, guys, I'm going to start probably the next month or so, I'm going to start suggesting some lures for you guys to try for this spring bass fishing coming up during the pre-spawn. And the one I want to talk about today real quick before getting the video is this Megabass kanata jerkbait. This is a 7-inch long. It's the largest jerkbait that Megabass makes. And guys, this big kanata is an excellent lure in the pre-spawn and the post-spawn period of the year. Basically just fish it around channel banks when the water temperature's in the 50s during the pre-spawn. Same deal, after they spawn, they move back out to those channel banks, fish it just on channel banks. And March and May are my two favorite times to use it. But I'll link this in the description, my Tackle Warehouse link, guys. Megabass kanata, it'll definitely get you a big bite this spring for sure. Okay, guys, here, there's two channels I've been talking about a lot. This is the one I'm talking about. The first one I talked about 9 months ago was old school bass fishing with Dale Verts. That's a great channel. You guys, I did a video on it. You guys have heard me talking about it. Dale Verts he's an angler from up at Lake of the Ozarks. He's an old school fisherman. You guys check it out. I'll link his videos in the description too. But the one I want to talk about today, that is the one that's got my attention right now and I absolutely love, it's called Aspiring Tournament Angler Chris Johnson. Now, Chris Johnson, this dude is a true old school bass fisherman, and I absolutely love it. I think he won a Bassmaster Open last year, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Chris Johnson, this aspiring tournament angler, he's an old school angler. He fishes with a flasher still. He's got a flasher in the front of his boat, and he's got two small little 2D sonar units on his console. And he fishes out of, I think it's a 1986 Ranger with a 200 horse on it. Doesn't even have any storages for his tackle boxes. He keeps these old Plano tackle boxes in the floor of his boat like we used to back in the 70s. Guys, you have got to check this out. This guy, he is authentic, he's legitimate, he's a hardcore bass fisherman, you can tell. And I put a lot of value into this. Let me give you guys some pieces of information and some tips on watching YouTube. These are the dudes that you want to watch. These guys like Chris Johnson, old school bass fisherman, super knowledgeable, just has the instincts of a bass fisherman. Guys like Dale Verts, guys that have been doing it forever, that do not use high tech. They understand that they have to find fish by fishing for fish, and they have an awareness about fish movement and fish behavior and how to generate strikes from bass people don't have on the other YouTube channels out there. YouTube right now is too full of a bunch of freaking dudes from Texas catching 10-pounders with live scope, and guys using drones, and just highly produced, slick videos with music from YouTubers that they say, or they don't know what they're talking about, but they make it sound like they know what they're talking about. Let me tell you one thing about YouTubers. A lot of bass fishing YouTubers out there, guys, especially the ones that don't have much tournament experience, they copy their content off of other YouTubers that do know what they're doing. And then they spin it around and make it sound like that they've created some video on their own when they're copycats. But you got guys like Chris Johnson that is a legitimate old school hammer that you can learn a lot from. You will learn more from watching guys like Chris Johnson and Dale Verts and all those old grizzled guys out there than you ever will any other YouTubers out there. I'm telling you right now, if you want to improve your fishing and you want to learn something, those are the type of guys you need to watch, because you have to make a decision Do you want to be educated to become a better bass angler, or do you want to just be entertained with mindless entertainment about watching some goober catching a 10-pounder down at OH Ivy with a live scope? You got to make that decision, which is more important to you. But I just wanted to include that, guys. I'll link his channel in the description. It's a aspiring tournament angler, Chris Johnson. Link in the description. I'll put Dale's in there too. And I just highly encourage you guys to support the YouTube channels out there that do that. I mean, you're going to learn more about some dude sitting in his garage sharing bass fishing knowledge with you than you ever will about watching some dude out on the lake, you know, catching fish. Try to stay away from those YouTube channels where you feel like you have to be entertained from seeing fish being caught, because that is entertainment. If you want to become a more successful bass angler, and you want to be better, and you want to have some long-term sustainability that gives you confidence in your ability to locate and find bass, focus on those YouTube channels like Chris Johnson that actually it's not flashy, it's simple, low tech, but it's full of juice. And you have to be able to decipher what is juice and what is BS, because there's a lot of BS out there on bass fishing YouTube channels, you know, all across the country here. I put 75% of them that are out there is just BS, and 25% of them is hardcore hogging information. And this aspiring tournament angler Chris Johnson is some hardcore tournament or hardcore hogging information you guys will definitely benefit from. So anyway, guys, check it out. I'll put the links in the description. We'll talk later. See you.